Gary, we hear a lot of people talking in the media, on LinkedIn, in boardrooms and around the place about the talent shortage, the war for talent. That's lingo that we use, but essentially there's more jobs than there are skilled people to do those jobs. And we were talking to a potential client the other day, you and I, and they said, how are you guys going to solve the talent shortage? And what we said to them, or what we say to people listening, is we're not trying to solve the talent shortage in an industry. What we're doing is taking our clients out of the talent shortage and letting everybody else fight it out amongst the talent shortage. So we do that by being very proactive in our recruitment. Can you tell us a little bit more about what that means?
Yeah, it's something that in the area that I've specialised in for the last 25 years, it's been in constant talent shortage. So we've thought of different ways to try and fix it. And as you say, we're trying to bring solutions on an industry-wide basis, but there's some endemic problems that need to get solved for that. So we can't solve all of those problems. We can help, we can suggest, can guide, we can give some of our ideas, but ideally a lot of that's out of our hands. So let's work with particular clients and take them out of that talent shortage. So what does that mean? It means about being more proactive. I'll often say the best time to look for somebody was 6 months ago, the second best time is now. So let's look at a plan. Let's get very proactive. We've done on the Two Recruiters One Mic series a whole series of how you go about proactive recruitment, and it's about getting your workforce plan in place. It's about looking at where you're going to be in 12 months' time and the differences that it needs in your personnel to get you there. And it's then working in a proactive strategy about attracting those people. It's about having an employee value proposition that is likeable and it's going to attract people. It's about having those pull factors that bring them into coming in to work with you, and it's about talking about them, contacting them always in all ways. So it's quite an involved, we call it talent management solutions that we have here, and it's a quite complex process. It really takes away from being that recruiter to being a talent strategist and looking at getting ahead of the game, ahead of the curve of getting people in your organisation that can work. So
the alternative of it is to be reactive, which is the way a lot of organisations recruit, and it just makes it as hard as possible because they start from ground zero the moment someone leaves. Every single time they go back to the well, they start the whole process again. There's been no groundwork, no legwork to get them on the front foot to make the job a lot easier, which is ultimately what we're trying to do.
Yeah, and so we would much prefer to work with people that do want to take that proactive approach. They've got to be in growth mindset. They've got to be an organisation that is attractive. And if there's a few things that they need to work on, that's the sort of stuff that we can do and help them through. So they can do some of this stuff internally. There's some of that stuff that probably needs to get done by an external party, and that's where we come into play.
So if you want to take a more proactive approach to your recruitment, get your organisation out of the talent shortage. If you want to see what that might look like for your organisation, get in touch with us on the email address below.